Right, hello, welcome back to Scale Sandbox. I'm very excited. We've got some cool stuff planned for today. It's what we did last episode. Let's just get into it. The first thing I want to do is actually bring the ground height up, which is a little interesting. Basically, I'm just not a fan of this really high bank. I think it will look better if... Oh, that's the wrong way. I think it will look a lot nicer if the ground is actually at this sort of height. So I'm going to have it like this, and I'm going to leave this little sort of trench for the river. Okay, that's really nice. And I'm also just going to put a couple of slopes on the side of the river. And now I'm going to put the water in. Okay, so that river's actually looking really, really nice now under here. And this is starting to take shape. So now what I want is a couple of fields along here, which I think are going to look really, really cool. So this field, I want to come all the way over to here. I've just rotated this as well so we can get it in line with the river. All right, and now it's time to color. So I'm thinking for a sort of quite dull yellow. I am actually really, really happy with that. Yeah, I'm going to keep that field. That looks really nice. So now it's time to put some hedges around these fields. And these are actually going to be quite simple. They're just going to be these sort of darker green style hedges. And they're just going to go all the way along the edge of the fields. Amazing. So all we need now is to color this. Oh, and by the way, I just found this out today. Literally, if you're on this, click somewhere, click anywhere, and it will give you the color. So that's really, really cool. So what I'm going to do is literally just grab this and make it that a little bit more darker. It's going to be this sort of lighter green, and it's just going to be a lot darker. What are we thinking? Yeah, that looks so nice. Wowee, look at this. Oh, this looks so good. So I've also just changed the color of the landscape that we're building, just so we can see it out against the whole bottom. And I think this will help a lot to see what we're doing. And now it's time for a couple of trees. Now, again, I don't want to go too mental with these. So I'm just going to be placing a couple, and hopefully that should make this look quite nice. From here, I want to continue the hedge round so we get a little bit of space in here. And here, I actually want the walls to be a stone color, because I think in here, I want to keep some animals. I played around with a couple of materials and colors, but I'm going to go with this gray cobblestone. Let's stick one of these cabins here, and maybe a sort of food dump thing as well. We should definitely have some silos outside along here. I'm just going to add a couple more trees around the outside. Maybe add a little bit of dirt sort of leading into this place, just to sort of show that this exit area is a bit muddy. Maybe some rocks would look quite nice around these fences. So I want to add a second field that's going to go along here. And we're going to fill this area in with fields as well. So this one is going to be nice, long, and rectangular. But then I want another one that's going to fit in this gap. And doing this is going to be quite hard. All right, and there is field number 2. Field number 3 is going to be quite large and go in this sort of area. Maybe something a little bit like that. And lastly, field 4 is going to go in this little gap. And that is field 4. So I need to give these all a different color. Firstly, this one, I'm going to go for a sort of brown, maybe. And that's a bit too dark. Let's go for something a little bit light. And after some time, I have got colors that I like. And yeah, these fields, I'm quite happy with them. So let's start putting some hedges around them. First of all, we need one against the river. One here, 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 and here. Wow, that took a while, but that is looking really, really, really nice. Now, I have been trying to make some terrain, but this doesn't really seem to be working. So I'm going to try a couple of different approaches. I think the terrain could be done with wedges. All right, so that is looking pretty nice. I don't know how long it's going to take me to make a nice little hill. But we shall see. Yes, this took me a lot longer than I care to admit. But it's looking good, so yeah. I'm just going to add some trees at the bottom to spice this up and flatten out the top here so the mountains sort of go to a place. They don't just, fall off at the back. A couple more trees at the top here. And then we are done. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.